99% of students at Cornell University in the US do not pay tuition fee for their programs, especially if you are applying for their PhD programs. And you know what? They also offer scholarships for their master's degree program. And that's why I'm here today to share with you this prestigious university in the US that everybody in that school do not pay tuition fee or pay anything to study for their programs. A good thing about the university in the US is that they have different type of scholarship, which is the tuition scholarships and also graduate assistantship scholarship, where you can either engage in teaching or research to support your department while you are on your program. So you are working and still schooling, then they'll pay your full tuition fee and also even pay you salaries while you are doing all of this program. Okay, so in this video, I want to walk you through this university website on how you can apply for their programs. And like I said, you can apply for both their master's programs and also their PhD program. Another advantage about applying to schools in the US is that with your BSc, you could find PhD programs that are also funded. So stay tuned. Let me walk you through this university and also how you can apply for the program. But if I see my face for the first time, my name is Lucy. Here I share info about fully funded scholarship from across the world for bachelor's degree, for master's degree, and for PhD. And here is my beautiful website, ScholarWaka, where we also share with you all you need to know about scholarships and also how you can apply for them. To add to this, please follow me on all my social media pages. I am on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok as well, and there I share scholarship updates every day. There are some that I share on social media that I do not even bring to YouTube. Like, I do not film about like this on YouTube. So do follow me on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok to also get scholarship updates and also some tips on how to support you to win scholarship for yourself. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Welcome guys to the Cornell University website, where I'm going to show you how you can explore their funding opportunities, whether through fellowship, graduate assistantship program, or even teaching assistants. They have lots of programs here that is funded. Here you can see they said that at Cornell, tuition cost and financial support varies with field and degree programs. And if you go down here, you can see they said 99% of Cornell PhD students are fully funded to pursue their degree through combination of competitive internal and external fellowships, research, and teaching assistantships. So note that if you apply for programs at this university, you're surely going to get funding, especially if you have a very good research interest or you have an interest to advance your study and pursue a PhD program in the US. And one good thing about programs in the US is that with your bachelor's degree, you can actually still secure PhD programs in the US with your bachelor's degree. So I'm going to show you all the things you need to know or how you can also find them as well on their website. Here you can also see they said funding packages include tuition fees, health insurance, living allowances, or stipend. So it's a full package of scholarship that comes for PhD. So imagine from your BSc, zoom straight to PhD, and you get this full package for you to study, at this university. It's a very good one. And yet they also say that our base stipend rate for fellowship and scholarship are equivalent, consistent across graduate field and competitive with top order universities. So which is really good. They have a very good competitive and very robust scholarship benefit, which I can testify based on what I have seen so far on their website that it is really, really true. So have a look as well to see what you can apply for. So you can apply for research master's program or professional degree programs at Cornell University if you have the initial difficulties and you're seeking for scholarships. Now let's go to the page to see more info about the different programs they have and also how you can apply for them. So if you're looking for
programs that are fully funded. So that can be either through assistantships or through fellowships. And here you can see the links to the different programs they have. So here it will take you to the assistantship page. Here will take you to the fellowship page. So do well to have a look at these different links so you can have an idea of what you're going to expect if you apply or you're accepted for both the assistantship program or the fellowship program. So here it says that assistantship are arranged in which financial support is given to graduate students who engages in teaching or research in furtherance of the university's academic mission, as well as his or graduate education. So while you are on your assistantship program, you're supporting the school either teaching or researching in your area of study as you have applied or chosen for the program. And also, a fellowship provides financial support to graduate students to pursue graduate studies without associating teaching or responsibility. So for fellowship, you still have to do your graduate program, but you're not involved in teaching or research responsibility. But you can find more details info about this on this link. So do well to check them out to see more info they are providing about assistantship and also about PhD. So here is the page for assistantship, where you talk about the different stipend you're going to get, the benefit for full assistantship. You're going to get stipend, you're going to get full tuition fee, and also you're going to get health insurance. And also for you to apply for assistantship, you only just need to apply to the department. There is no separate application for assistantship, so which is very, very good. You can also have a look at the teaching assistant program as well, just for you to understand how that works. You can also read more info about the teaching assistant program that enables you to teach in the school, support the school department as a teaching assistant, so you can be involved in either teaching a session of a course, leading discussions, or supporting with laboratory work in the school. So for teaching assistant, it means that you should really have interest in teaching, or you really know how to teach. Then teaching assistant will be for you, and then you spend 15 to 20 hours per week on the average teaching and supporting your department, and you're also being paid for that time. And down here you can see info about the graduate research assistantship program. So this one is, if you have a very good interest in research, then you can either apply for the graduate research assistantship or the research assistantship program. So all the info here about what you need to know about these research programs are also here. You will still be involved, or they will still need your time for you to spend 15 to 20 hours in the research part, which is that graduate research program or graduate assistantship. So whether you're applying for the graduate research assistantship, or graduate assistantship, you will be required to spend 15 to 20 hours weekly on the average to support the department as well in the area of research. So just know that these are what you will be doing either as a teaching assistant or as a research assistant. So if you're going for research assistant, you should really have interest in research. If you're going for teaching assistant, you should also really have interest in teaching. And also note that they also have a part as well for fellowship, which is also here. You can read more info about the fellowship program. And for this one, you can see that they also provide financial support to graduate students to pursue graduate studies without any association with teaching or research responsibility. So it is still like a fully funded PhD program, but you are not committed to work for your department or work for your school, either as a teaching assistant or as a research assistant. So you just focus solely on your studies, and this is on a full-time basis. But you can come in here to read more info about the different fellowship programs they have at the university, and also for you to understand which one you would want to consider. But in summary, you can see that they offer funding for both assistantship program and both fellowship program, and with this you can apply for either PhD or Masters in Research program at this university. So this page here, I also open the field of studies they have at the university. They have different type of programs. If you come here, you can filter according to your faculty or according to your programs as well. So I already filtered this already. So now let me filter this to just capture some PhD programs and research programs and have it open to all disciplines. Do your thing according to what you want. That will open for you what you want to see. But yeah, at the different programs you can apply for. Either you're going for masters or you're going for PhD. But note that if you're applying to universities in the US, there are more opportunities for PhD than for masters. So if you are looking to really advance your studies to the PhD level and really have a good research interest or research experience, then PhD should be for you, because you're going to definitely get a very good opportunity for PhD. And most of their programs as well, you can apply for it, and you do not need to have a master's degree to apply for their PhD. So why not fly to PhD if you can bypass master's degree program? So yeah, you can just come in here and check for different programs they have and see the ones that you might have interest to apply for. So let's have a look at some courses at the university and let's just see what you can we can just show on this video, or you can just pick from it. So this is a PhD in animal science, and here you can just, let's just glance through what they have here. So this is for someone that wants to undertake an MSc or PhD program in this particular field. And particularly, let's go down to where they talked about the requirements. So here they say that preferences are given to applicants whose credential indicate strong undergraduate preparations both in animal science or in related biological and physical science. So here you can see that they're looking at for those who have a very good undergraduate preparation. So there's nothing mentioned here about master's degree program. And here as well, if you take a look at the requirement, you only need to, you can check if you have English language requirement, but most of this university as well, they waive English requirement for those from English-speaking countries. So if you are from an English-speaking country, that can be waived for you to apply for their programs. You need 2 recommendation letters, and also here you can see that GROE is not required to apply for the program. So all you need to just check is to see, check with the school if you can apply with your undergraduate degree without a master's degree, and you can also check as well the school page to see if you need IELTS, or if that can be waived for you to apply for the program. So what I would just advise is just do well to do research about the different courses you have interest in and see what they require. So this is an MSc in Applied Economics and Management. And also if you go down, you're going to see the deadline for applying for the program. And also, yeah, it says that an undergraduate major in agricultural economics is not required for admissions. So if you do not have your first degree in agricultural economics, you can also apply for the program. And yeah, they say that GRE course is required. The previous one I showed to you, GRE is not required. So my advice is just come in here and check for the courses you have interest in and see what the general requirements are, so you know the one you're going to focus your application on. Most of them may not require you to have an N and MSc to apply for their PhD, but some may require you. But then some can also require you to have a GRE, and some can also waive it. So that's the idea of you opening the links to the courses you may have interest in and check if you need GRE to apply for their program. So let's have a look at what they say about their application steps. So we can have a look to see English language requirement if you are not from an English speaking country. At the side there you can see very important information about the application steps. So English proficiency requirements, how to request for a recommendation, you have to write your personal statement, or how to write a statement of purpose, how to prepare your transcript. So please do come in here and also read. You can see the link to how I got it here. You can type this on your browser to see more info about the application steps. Let's have a look at their English requirement and let's see if it can be waived if you are from an English speaking country. So exception to this requirement, let's go down and let's see what they says. So they says that speak English as first language, or you are a citizen or a permanent resident in an English-speaking country, but including but not limited to Ghana, Hong Kong, India, Nigeria, and Pakistan, you can apply for this program. You do not need to provide any form of English language proficiency test. So if you studied in any of these countries, you do not require English proficiency test. And down there you can also see other requirements. You not to provide any form of English proficiency. So you can check this link here. That will take you to the list of the countries that are eligible or are exempted to provide English proficiency test. So here also is a special exception. Pick English as a first or native language, but citizenship does not meet the standing exception, or if you have done a full-time study or work in a primary English-speaking country for less than 2 years. Just come in here, guys. Just come in here and you will see the different requirements they say here about English proficiency. But the majorly is that if you are among the list of those countries listed, you do not need to provide any form of English proficiency test. In summary, if you are from an English-speaking country or you studied in an English-speaking country like Ghana, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, Hong Kong, you do not need to provide any form of English proficiency test. But do come in here and have a detailed look at all of these requirements they have here, and then you can see if your country is exempt or not. And you can also have a look at other degree courses as well. Like I said, most of them require you to provide GROE. Most of them do not require you. So for this PhD course in economics, you need a GROE. And then let's have a look at another program as well to see. This is an applied mathematics in PhD. And if you go down, let's see if GROE is required. So here it says that you need 3 recommendation letters. You need to have an undergraduate background in mathematics, so there's no requirement about master's here. And also here it states that applicants who are not US citizens may be contacted via email 1 to 3 weeks after the application deadline to participate in a brief conversational English video interview. No specialized knowledge necessary, so this can be like a formal interview if you are a non-US citizen. So that's just a requirement, and there's also no GROE to apply for this PhD in mathematics. But then have a look to see the different courses you can find. This is a PhD in chemical engineering. That's my field. Good to know. So here you can see that you also need to have an outstanding undergraduate degree majors in any of these fields to be able to apply for this chemical engineering PhD. You need 3 recommendations. Now you understand some of the courses requires 2 recommendations, some require 3 recommendations, and this one as well, GROE is not required. Here they mentioned they need a CV, and they also need a video essay. A video essay is required for this particular program. So different courses have different requirements, so check to see what you can apply for. And if we go back to the course page, so yeah, so many courses here for you to apply for. So please do apply and explore. If you're applying for their fellowship or graduate assistantship program, once you apply for admissions, you are considered for funding. But do well to also write an email to the school to double check or ask your questions if you have any specific question about applying for their program. So it's a very good scholarship. If you really are looking for support for your tuition fee or your living expenses, and yes, you can see that 99% of Cornell PhD students are fully funded to pursue their career in this school. So yeah, explore their PhD programs because there are so many funding opportunities for PhD at this university, and do well to ensure that you also have a look at the requirement before you begin to process your admissions. All the best, guys. Please do smash the subscribe button, like this video, and also drop a comment for me in the comment section. All the best,
guys. I hope you found value for this. Do well to smash the subscribe button if you do so. and also helping to share my video. Recommend my YouTube channel as well to your family and friends, okay, so they can also see the amazing work we do here on our page. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. I'll be very happy to respond to you. And if you need any support from me in terms of reviewing your applications, reviewing your essays before you submit them, I'm also here on standby to provide that support for you as well. Okay, so I wish you all the best in your application, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.